94.3 Royal FM's Kigali in the morning with Jesse and Juliana. It's after 9 o'clock, 25th of July, 2024. And we have actually the kids in the studio. The Watoto choir are in the studio. The CLA people are in the studio. We're going to be talking to them just in a bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow us to interrupt your normal programming to bring to you these beautiful children of God. I have with me in the studios, we have Ariana Caneza. Ariana, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good.
How do you feel being here?
It feels good. It feels amazing. And I'm so excited to be with you guys.
How old are you?
13 actually. I turned 13 this year and I'm so excited.
What do you consider to be special about you, Ariana?
CLA is special to me because it gave me a lot of hope, a lot of friends. It gave me time to express myself, time to be with God more than myself. And that's what I like about CLA.
At 13 years, you know how to be with God.
Yeah.
Were you forced to be what you are or to be at CLA, or is just because you brought up in that kind of community, your parents go to CLA, so you found yourself there?
Actually, for me, I wasn't forced. They gave me time. And that's what I like about my parents.
They gave you time to think about everything.
Yeah, they gave me time to think about everything. They don't force me to do something. That's what I like about it. And when I first came to CLA, it's just amazing.
It's just amazing.
Yeah.
We also have Miles Richard, a very young man in the studio. He's coming from Watoto Children's Choir. Good morning, Miles.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Are you a rapper? Are you a dancer? What is it that you are in Watoto Children's Choir?
I do both. I sing and dance.
You sing and dance?
Yes.
So how did you learn about singing?
What I love about singing,
How did you learn about singing?
I learn how to breathe very well and to be confident.
And that's good. When to breathe, when to sing, when to hold your breath.
Yeah.
How
because
old are
singing
you?
is about that.
I'm 12 years old.
12 years old.
Yeah.
Is this your first time in Kigali?
Yes, of course.
How do you feel about being here?
Feel very loved and yes.
Have you eaten some special meals?
Yeah.
Priscilla also, who is their choir director, right?
Yes.
Good morning, Priscilla.
Good morning. How are you?
Good, thank you. It's you that has the story of Watoto Children's Choir, right? Just
Yes.
give us a bit about it because you've been there longer than these children.
Yes. So before the Watoto Children's Choir, we have Watoto Church that started in 1984.
Okay.
And then 10 years later, it's when they introduced the Watoto Child Care Ministry. And it's involved in rescuing the vulnerable children, those that are abandoned, to see that they are given a hope and a future. And then in 1996, this is when we start having the Watoto Children's Choir,
Okay.
led by Pastor Gary and Marilyn Skinner. So today we have over 114 choirs that have traveled all over the world
Wow.
to share the gospel of God and spread the hope that there are better days for everyone that gets to see these children. I was also once like the little ones they see today that travel around. I was rescued when I was 4 years.
What is your story? 4 years, where were you?
4 years, I was with my mom, so we were rejected by my dad. And then she struggled a lot to take care of me as a single mom at the age of 16.
She was 16?
She was 16. So the community workers came to our community and saw that she couldn't raise me up. So at the age of 4, I got to join Watoto and then got to have siblings. Because in the Watoto villages, every home has 8 children and a mom. So you get to have a whole family full of love, and then you get to have all these siblings, and then also get to have the basic needs that a child needs. Most importantly, you get to go to school, be discipled, and become all that God wants us to be, because Watoto is committed to see that it raises godly transformational leaders that Uganda and Africa desperately need at this moment of time. So when we go out there in the different countries we visit, we ensure that we spread that hope, because we believe people may not be abandoned like we are, but they're always going through situations that make them feel vulnerable. So when they see their children happy and praising God, they are reminded that the same God that did it for a little Miles, a Priscilla, can do it for them as well.
Interesting.
Yes.
So, how long have you been with Watoto?
I've been with Watoto for 18 years.
18 years. And you've been able to go through school, finish
Yes,
school.
I recently graduated with a bachelor's degree in industrial and fine arts.
Wow.
And then Watoto also has what we call neighborhood. It's also part of caring for the community. So they look out for the vulnerable women, and then they attain them with skills and disciple them. So when I finished school, I went and served with those vulnerable women, teaching them fashion and design. And also one of the things that the choir does when we travel, we take their merchandise that they make from Uganda and sell it out there, and then all the proceeds go back to those women so that they can also help raise their children.
So you're here with Miles. Miles is in school, right?
Yes.
I'd like to know, how do you mingle school and the singing and the traveling around the world?
So what happens, those days when I was younger, we had the basic education of a normal school, but then these kids right now have what we call ACE, Accelerated Christian Education. They move with their paces, and all of us are able to help them do their schoolwork, but we also travel with a professional teacher on the team to ensure that she guides us on how to help the kids perform. But then their school doesn't stop at any one time. We always have hours to do education every single day, and then also prepare ourselves to perform for the concerts.
Listen, you talked about 140 choirs around the world. Is that even practical? Are we talking about choirs that come from Uganda, or these are choirs that are emulating what you're doing spread across the world?
It's the choirs, the Watoto children's choirs from Uganda. So Watoto cares for over 3,000 children currently. So we are able to get all these different children to travel on the choirs and share their stories and then spread the message of hope. So it's really possible because Watoto is caring for very many children.
We also have friends who are coming in from Christian Life Assembly. Perhaps if you listen to us, you know Christian Life Assembly. Some people call it CLA. So we have Jael, who is with us. Good morning, Jael.
Good morning. How are you?
How you doing?
I'm doing just fine.
Good to have you here on
Thank
Kigali
you.
in the morning.
Thank you.
So it's you who brings us these very wonderful guests. You might just want to tell us, why are they in Rwanda?
They have been in Rwanda for 4 days now, 5. We have a concert coming up this Saturday, 27th of July. Gates open at 4. It starts at 5. It's a children's concert. CLA Kids Choir featuring Watoto Children's Choir. We have our kids who are doing a live album recording. We have a live album recording. We have some songs that we have written and produced, and we're going to perform on that day, Saturday.
So CLA Kids Choir together with Watoto are doing a collaboration. Is that what you're saying?
They are, yeah.
So on your CLA Kids Choir, you'll have songs done together with Watoto.
Yes.
Okay.
What do you have in common, CLA and Watoto? Is it just being children, or there's something fundamentally common?
Anything specific?
You're
A
all
lot of
Christians.
things. Christians, we love God. Yeah.
You're spreading the message
Spreading
of hope.
the
all of you.
gospel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see Sheila is speaking off the mic. Sheila, what are you trying to say?
Come closer to her microphone.
I was saying CLA and Watoto are actually under the same Pentecostal Assemblies of God.
Okay.
Yes, so they have the same foundation and background, and they're two churches that do similar things in ways of worship, in how they preach the gospel. And now we have similarity within that. CLA has a kids choir, and there's a Watoto children's choir as well.
Very interesting. Let me speak to Ariana. What are you excited about this coming project?
I'm excited because it's a big pleasure to have them here, and it's something that someone in my age wouldn't have, and it's like it's amazing and awesome to be with them. So
All right.
Have you been watching them, watching the videos?
Okay, I've been watching a lot of them, and I've
You
been
even know
watching.
some of their songs.
Yeah, I do some. I know some of them. Like for example, I know Wonder Working God, Better Days, God is not done with you yet. Yeah, I think
Okay.
those top three, they're my best ones.
They're your best songs.
So the CLA leader. So the concert, do we have to pay for any fee to come to the concert?
Free of charge.
Okay.
Free of charge, yeah.
What time does the concert start? When is it going to
starts
be?
at 5 to 7.
When?
27th of July, this Saturday.
Ah,
This
okay.
Saturday.
Yeah.
And you're inviting all your children?
No, please. Children, aunties, uncles, sisters, brothers, grandparents, if they can.
Is there a
Come-
special
come
attire
all.
for it? I know it is church, so is there a special church attire as a dress code?
Not really. No, please come as you are.
God wants our souls.
God wants everyone.
Very interesting. So we are going to have to sing at least one of the songs that you share before we get back into the talking, all right? So let me have Miles to stand and Ariana as well. I will give them company and do this song, which is Watoto Children's Choir. The song is called Better Days. It's playing here on Kigali in the morning.
Waking up, it's a brand new day. All the news feels like Monday morning. Slow it down, take a breath, rewind. Got a feeling if I spread my wings, I'll fly. There's a hope down in my heart, telling me God's not yet done. There's a peace I can't explain. Better days are yet to come. There'll be days when I lose my way. Let your word be my guiding light. There's no limit to your boundless grace. Got me dancing to the rhythm of your light. There's a hope down in my heart, telling me God's not yet done. There's a peace I can't explain. Better days are yet to come. There's a hope down in my heart, telling me God's not yet done. There's a peace I can't explain. Better days are yet to come. Should this life not play alone, and the night seems not to end? Let this truth rhyme with my heart, that better days are yet to come. That better days are yet to come. There's a hope down in my heart, telling me God's not yet done. There's a peace I can't explain. Better days are yet to come.
Kigali, Are you ready to go back? Way back and relive the best days of your life. On 27th July, starting 12 p.m. to vibe to the best of old school music from the best DJs, featuring DJ Nicholas Pex, DJ Bush Baby, and DJ Brian from Kampala. Tickets are available for 15K early bird and 20K thereafter. Get yours now on Hasso Sasa. Proudly brought to you by Heineken, The Remnants, The Grown Folks Playground. Enjoy responsibly. Alcohol is not for sale to persons under 18.
Are you tired of renting and dreaming of owning a property you call your own home? Well, dream no more. Introducing NCBA Bank Revolutionary 105 Mortgage Solution with competitive rates and no need for a down payment. NCBA Bank is making home ownership easier than ever before. Say goodbye to the hassle of saving up for a hefty down payment and say hello to your new home sweet home. Don't miss this opportunity. Contact NCBA Bank today. Call 0788 149 555 and learn more about how you can turn your dream of home ownership into a reality. NCBA Bank. Go for it. NCBA Bank Rwanda is regulated by the National Bank of Rwanda.
It's Kigali in the morning, 28 minutes after 9 o'clock. We have Watoto Children's Choir with us in the building, and of course the CLA Kids Choir. This Saturday, they have a concert that they are doing together. Now, children from Watoto are coming together with CLA. It's going to be a live recording, is it? Yeah, it's a live recording. Do you call it an album? And really, I've lost track of these things. I used to do music, but what do you call it? An album, EP?
It's a concert, but also a live album recording.
Live album recording.
Yes.
How many kids are we talking about here who are involved, especially from CLA?
From CLA, we have a choir. Okay, we have a choir, kids choir, but we also have dancers, traditional dancers, modern dancers. Our choir has 23 children so far, and they're the ones that are going to be performing.
Interesting.
Yes.
Traditional dance. I'd like to be a part of that.
You're
You're not a child anymore.
No,
Don't
I
worry.
will be in the audience.
God is not done with you yet. You can still become the kid you want to be.
Priscilla, you are a choir director.
Yes.
Okay. How easy does it come to teach a child how to sing and produce kids like Miles doing great songs and singing before great and big audiences?
So it's pretty interesting because every child is created differently and they all process things differently. But because we believe that every child has the potential to do what they really believe they can do, it's not only about singing. You might find children that are interested in singing, but then you see something else. Maybe they are good at speaking and they are very confident. So we try to see that we get them to do all these different things at Watoto. Like basically at Watoto, we have the worship academy. And then this is where we get to nurture their talents and get to see what really the child is good at. So they have all these different skills they learn in the schools when they are still like in kindergarten. So by the time they're like in the higher grades and they're like 10, you can easily tell that this kid is interested in this or this kid is interested in this. So when we get them to join the choir, it's really polishing their skill. They're already attaining the skill because Watoto wants to see that all of them become great worship leaders. So it's not all about singing and dancing. There are very different things that kids can do. Some of them are good at pastoring, and so they endeavor to make sure that they attain more skills in discipleship to see that you see a one pastor one day. But also I encourage parents to let the kids explore their different talents. You never know what the kid has. And then also some kids are multi-talented. They can do everything. So don't like push them down. Just encourage them to do all that they want to do, because this world that we are heading at is not anymore about school. I'm realizing that the skill can take you very far as long as you have the right attitude and you're trained properly. So kids that go to church are really going to be very great leaders one day, because then they also get the foundation of discipleship. So once you have the character and the skill, it will sustain you anywhere. So that's what we encourage the children to do. And then as the children's choir, we really just polish what they have.
I've always wondered what happens to a person who is no longer a kid but has been in Watoto, and he or she is no longer Mutoto. They're an adult, they've moved on,
Like
they've
she
married.
is.
At least she's a choir director, but not everyone is coming to be a
So-
choir director.
So what happens, most of the kids, when we outgrow the system, because Watoto is committed to see that we finish education. So you outgrow the system once you're done with university. And then once you're done with university, because you've attained a degree, you're expected to get a job and work. And
You
then
go on
some
your
of,
own.
Yeah, and then some of us get to just come back to the ministry and give back. Because I did industrial art, but I'm doing choir directing because I did music when I was still like Miles' age. So that's the passion I was talking about, and talent and skills. You might have this degree, but then you realize that the skill will take you to another place. But they are all living better lives now. Some have their own businesses, and then some are really doing very well in life. So because we have this hope and we've been raised to be the leaders, there are always opportunities out there for us.
Priscilla, do you actually get time? Do those kids get time when they outgrow and are now adults, and you reunite them with their family, biological families? Do you ever do that? Does Watoto ever do that?
Yes, so Watoto is pro-family, even when they are still young. If Watoto does their research and find out you have a relative, they always encourage the children to go for holiday. And then once you're grown up and you're bigger like me, it's more time for you to reunite with your family. But then some of them come in as babies, just like Miles. They literally have no relative. So when they get these sponsors and people like us that mentor them, who are once like them, they become like they're our brothers, but then also we mentor them. And then we see that they believe that there's someone out there that cares for them. Even their sponsors that they get, they always know that there's someone out there that cares for me, and they're spending this much amount of money to see that I grow up and attain all that I'm supposed to attain, like any normal child. In Watoto, you barely feel like you're an orphan or abandoned or vulnerable, because we're in that safe space of like everything is provided. You're living like the bougie children out there. Actually, when I got out of the village and I was going to university, all the kids wanted to be like me. I had everything. My sponsors could come and visit me, so they kept on saying, "Oh, you have white parents and all of that. I want to be like you." So you end up seeing children that have both their parents admiring to become a child like you, who is even abandoned or vulnerable, but we never feel that at all, because we get all the love that we need.
Interesting.
Yes.
Miles,
Yes.
you're pretty young, 12 years. What do you want to become when you grow up?
I would like to be a pilot.
You like to be a pilot.
Yes.
So one time you're just going to abandon this microphone, sing no more, just become a pilot.
Yes.
Ariella, she's called Ariella. So what
Ariane.
Ariane, okay. Ariane, so which other talent do you have other than singing? And at CLA, do you actually participate in other talents like dance, like your kids' choir? Do you do that?
Yes, we do. Yeah, and second of all, my second talent is dancing. Yeah, I really love dancing a lot. Yeah, and yeah.
Yeah, that is it. Interesting.
Okay. Jael, just a reminder of what's happening this Saturday and what time should we be at CLA?
This Saturday we have a children's concert at CLA. Doors open at 4. The concert starts at 5. It's a children's concert, but we're also doing a live album recording. So please make sure you come on time, and we're gonna have a good time.
Listen, this CLA Watoto, is it an ongoing partnership? Is it a one-off thing for just this specific album?
No, it's very much ongoing. Yeah, would love to do more of these, and we will do them in future. When we do it, you'll definitely know about it.
Great.
Yeah.
Miles, which song should we do next?
God's not done.
God is not done.
Yes.
I think we did
Priscilla
that.
has something to say.
Yes. I want to leave the fans with this message that we need you to know that there is hope and better days are ahead of every one of you, no matter what situations you're going through. And then people that would like to know more about Watoto, I encourage you to visit our website, watoto.com, and then you can get to know more about Watoto.
Watoto.com. Also, music is available on all platforms, right?
Yes.
Right now, give way to Miles and
God is not done yet with
Rihanna,
anyone here.
and the song
Yes.
is God is not done with any of us. Song is coming up right now on Kigali in the morning.
Guys, not done with you yet. Guys, more in store. He's not done with you yet. So much more in store. Don't you ever forget. Guys, more in store. He's not done with you yet. So much more in store. Don't you ever forget. Faith, come in. Fear, get out. Fixing my eyes on Jesus, what I'm all about. Hope, come in. Doubt, get out.
Never read the book to the end, and guess what?
We win. God's got more in store. He's not done with you yet. So much more in store. Don't you ever forget. God's got more in store. He's not done with you yet. So much more in store. Don't you ever forget. Faith, come in. Fear, get out. Fixing my eyes on Jesus, what I'm all about. Hope, come in. Doubt, get out.
Never read the book to the end, and guess what?
We win. He's not done with you yet. Don't you ever forget. God's not done with you yet. Don't you ever forget.
Wake up, Kigali, to the sound of your dynamic duo, Jesse and Juliana in the morning.